When you hear the name George Foreman, electric grilling may pop into mind.
We're ready to cook some burgers on the George Foreman family-size grill.
But the affable pitchman was once one of the most feared heavyweight fighters in the world.
George Foreman, 257 pounds.
Watching him box when he was younger and stuff, he was just a big, mean, galoot and stuff. And that's how, he was like the Mike Tyson before Mike Tyson.
One punch of mine was equal to 20 of any other heavyweight champ.
Foreman's awesome punching power won him 76 matches in his career, 20 more than perhaps his fiercest competitor, Muhammad Ali. A rebellious teenage Foreman was introduced to boxing by legendary trainer Doc Broadus in 1966. Broadus encouraged the Houston native to use the sport as a way to avoid gang life in the streets. It worked, and by 1968, he won a gold medal for the U.S. Olympic team. The next year, he turned pro. Foreman won his first 37 professional fights, earning a shot at the heavyweight title against Smokin' Joe Frazier in 1973. Although considered the underdog, Foreman won by technical knockout in less than 2 rounds. Then there was October 30th, 1974, the Rumble in the Jungle. The fight in Central Africa capitalized on the assumed beef between Foreman and Muhammad Ali, which Foreman says was far from the truth.
We never had any face-to-face confrontation. It was when I met him in the ring, that was as close as we had gotten. I heard that on the news. He called me the Frankenstein monster, but he was only saying that because it was true.
It was one of the most watched live TV events of all time, and the world had a front row seat to the only knockout defeat of George Foreman.
I felt like he threw maybe 150. Still feel those punches. I just underestimated one of the greatest fighters of all time.
Foreman made several attempts to regain the title and came up empty. With his back on the ropes, he would later say he had a spiritual awakening and ultimately became an ordained minister. But the man of the cloth didn't completely throw in the boxing towel. In 1994, a then 45-year-old Foreman defeated a 26-year-old to reclaim the heavyweight champion belt. He held on to it for 3 years, hanging up his gloves after losing his title to Shannon Briggs. In retirement, the man with the iron fist reemerged as the man with the electric grill, the Foreman grill.
We sold first 5,000, 10,000, 500,000. And one day we looked up to this day over 100 million.
His lean, mean grilling machine reportedly netted him hundreds of millions of dollars. Along the way, the man affectionately known as Big George wrote a few books, starred in several movies and television series, and show the world with the right combination, you can win anything.
And I talk to young kids all the time. They want to be famous in sports. Love what you're doing, but understand that athletics is just a small part of your life. Do other things too. You can be heavyweight champ of the world, but there's more to it than that.